Well, hello Virgo. Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading for you, asking what's coming towards you, what you can look forward to, what you should be aware of. We're going to start with oracle just to help guide our message. And if you guys would like for me to pray for you, if you like other Virgos, cross watchers to pray for you as well, say hi in the comments section, leave an emoji, or share what you're going through, whatever you're comfortable with. Just provides us something that represents your energy that we can focus on. And we start with the message, opportunity, take your chance. And it's this classic hand gesture, kind of a power hand gesture. Each one of these oracle cards has a hand gesture that goes with it, just to empower the message that you can do. It's kind of like a collaboration, right? And the mantra is, I wish to take my chances as they come, use them, enjoy them, transform them. This is the Hakini Mudra. It's dedicated to the goddess of inner truth, clarity, and unity. This mudra synchronizes the two halves of the brain. It activates one's memory, improves one's ability to absorb and reproduce knowledge in exam situations, for instance, and is good for the lungs as well. Good news, exam situations. I've mentioned this before on my channel, but I love Virgo memes, like on Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff. Just because you guys are painted as you guys are painted as such funny characters, right? Like, I know that not all Virgos are organized, right? Sometimes things are not organized. But you guys have like the funniest stereotype where it's like very studious. It's all research and information and like, I just get a kick out of it. I love it. I love you guys. All right, let's see what tarot has to say. What's coming towards my Virgos at the time of viewing this? Only take what resonates and what empowers you. Never give your power away to tarot, especially in general online readings. This whole channel is dedicated to making you feel better in life. But it's truthful, so I'm never going to deliver untruths according to the tarot reading, and I'm never going to deliver a salty ending without the silver lining that always in life, I believe, goes with it. So that is my promise to you. This is Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. What's our Ten of Swords? I'm going to just see what card flew out. Okay, so it's Knight of Pentacles upright. And the Tower card. This is action-packed. Transformation and healing. Wow. This is epic. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Judgment card, and the Judgment card is all about personal evolution. It's all about answering the call to basically step up in your life in a certain way. And this seems to be us unpacking that journey. We start with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is talking about something that didn't come through, something that had value to it, maybe an expression of value. This could have been money or promotion. It could have been a job. It might have taken you by surprise. It could, if this were a relationship, this would be maybe an act of, I think it would be, you know how there's the 5 love languages? This would be like acts of service. This would be somebody maybe coming through as a gesture of support. But either way, this happens in the realm of like what you're committed to. It's making you ask the question of what you're committed to. And I say it might be a surprise to some of you guys because there's the 3 of Swords. Now, this doesn't apply to surprises only, but this does apply to heartache and disappointment. But then we have the Empress, which is, let me just get some clarity from another deck. There's a very specific message here, and I want to get it right for you. Okay. Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune. So something that promises abundance, something that could grow really abundant, has possibly come back around to haunt you. But there's heartache attached to this. Why is there heartache attached to this? It seems to be like, what's this? Three of Swords. Oh, wow. Nice. That's a good turnaround. I can't talk. Opportunity. Take your chance. Here we have that Star card. Not all is lost. It seems that you might have been suffering in vain. It seems like something has the potential to turn around, or that there's hope and there's a beautiful silver lining. We mentioned silver linings. I like to look for them, but there is a silver lining to some heartache that I think you experienced regarding something that you committed yourself to. I'm noticing it's hard for me to get my words out. I'm just going to pay attention to that. They're getting a little jumbled. So something, Ten of Swords talks about a harsh ending. It could be a sudden ending. There was leaving something behind, matters of the heart, something that you were attached to. Sticking by those convictions, having a belief around it that you didn't want to waver. And it seems to be around a person. King of Cups can be a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, but it can also be just somebody who's generally more on that watery, intuitive, emotional side. Now, it could be that because roles can be reversed, it could be you are stepping into more of that uncharacteristically sensitive emotional role of the King of Cups, and you're letting your intuition and your emotions lead the way. Or this could be around an individual that you might be having some very strong feelings around, specifically around a sudden ending. The Tower card comes up next for us, and this is an event that you have very little control over. And it could have already happened quick. And the important thing I'll always say about Tower events is they're actually there to realign you with a path you were meant to take. I think that life can get just so big and difficult to orchestrate. Like we have all these hopes, dreams, and goals, but we got to collaborate with the energies around us, right? And so I like to think that this is uncomfortable because it shows you how little control you have over life and certain situations. But I think it's kind of like the universe doing you a favor because it's realigning you with the right path. So this happens quickly, and it doesn't necessarily have to be something huge. It doesn't have to be something super scary or anything. But Page of Swords. It seems you are not supposed to, why is, the universe is not letting you put something down. It's not letting you end something and start a new journey. What is this? You seem to be getting rerouted. You might be getting, from this event that happens quickly, new information surfaces that doesn't quite let you throw in the towel with a certain situation. It doesn't let you end it. I think you thought you were going to have the Fool. I think you thought you were going to have this new journey, right? Because the Fool is this brand new journey, adventure, path, something you've never experienced before. As a result of an event you had very little control over, right? We can only control how we react. So I think This is changing your plans. And it's also 10 of Wands. Usually when you get this upright, this is putting an ending to a kind of a exhausting chapter. And this is upside down. So this is like you still holding on to something due to fresh information that surfaces. And instead of throwing in the towel, 2 of Wands, you're holding on to this path and making new plans. Tell me more about that. This is going to be an extended, you guys, because I just feel like we're opening a can of worms, but I really want to see where it goes. So if anybody wants to follow me over to more advice and unpacking this further, we will unfold that in a link in your description box. But for now, we get the 2 of Wands graduating to the 3. So actually, this means that not only are you making fresh plans around something that's already been established, but you are going to be acting on them. Like this is progress, 2 to the 3. Tell me more about that 10 of Wands though, because usually 10 of Wands is an ending and it's like, oh, good riddance. You know, it's a tired chapter, but holding on to it, I want to know if that's like a good thing or if that's not a good thing. So tell me more about that 10 of Wands in reverse. Nope, I just kept on saying it and there's for a reason. New information arises, an awareness, a clarity comes through that makes you say, whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe we will not have this brand new adventure. Maybe we're going to actually revise a plan that was connected to something prior. Really interesting. So then we're on a ride together. We're on a journey, Virgo. Temperance. This is transformation. So something is transforming. Something is finding a new balance in order to transform, specifically around healing. So there might be some deep talks, some long walks, some therapy. There could be some insight you're getting in a situation. And then it's like, this is a quiet energy. This is pulling energy back towards yourself. Sorry, my cat has allergies and she's sneezing. To heal, to observe, to connect with gratitude, to connect with a deeper voice. It's a very introverted energy that comes out from this. It's very responsible. But what I like about this is it's not impulsive and it's not showy. And when we stop performing, when we're not making a performative gesture of healing or having to answer to anyone, we are very much, what's the word I want? We're very much in the moment of our experience, right? And there's no more authentic way to heal and make decisions and transform from a place than in that moment. So just to clarify, you are removing any kind of performative aspect of the healing process and the transforming process. There's something happening here, Virgo, that you've been redirected and you're being very real with yourself. So at this point, you are going to get a deep focus. You're going to get, because you have clarity, that came first, and then a rebalancing, transforming and healing. And now there's a focus. And this is like that hard work card. This is a really cool reading to give you, because now with that clarity and focus, and now with strength and balance, you are putting that into some work. What is this? 4 of Cups. You're putting that work towards yourself. Queen of Pentacles. Whoa, this went deep. You're seeing parts of yourself that you've rejected. That maybe somebody gave you the impression these parts of yourself were going to be rejected by them, so maybe you rejected them. There's possibility that you might be revisiting insecurities or revisiting memories of the past where you're taking a look at it with a very different perspective. And that's because the Hanged Man is out here. And there's a sacrifice in gaining this perspective, right? Regardless of whether it's time or it's been rejection or it's been heartache or whatever, this is a perspective that once you gain it, you never lose it. You keep it for the rest of your life. And this is specifically around you and nurturing you and your needs, but also what maybe you have denied in yourself. And that makes sense as to why this energy just got so quiet. What an interesting reading. Please let me know if this resonates. It feels very specific. I'm going to go on to the extended. We're going to get more advice. We're going to unpack this further. If you'd like to come with me, of course, that link's going to be in the description box below. But if this is where I leave you, I adore you so much. Thank you for being here. Consider liking, consider joining the tribe and subscribing. I'll see you soon.